on, everybody? Welcome again to another hot session in Kelly's Kitchen on Reality313Radio.com. Listen, before we get started, I gotta tell everybody, 2017 has been a wonderful year. You guys have been great audience and fans. Thank you for all the support through this year. We definitely got in this year with you guys' support. We couldn't do it without you guys. So again, thank you. And also thank you to for us being nominated at the Hip Hop Detroit Underground Hip Hop Awards. It's not about winning. It's about the people looking and watching and supporting us. Just being acknowledged is a blessing. So thank you, and thank you to all and everybody that's involved in it. Again, thank you. Much thank you. But right now, we are live right here from the Elements of Soul recording studio. Okay? We got our wonderful guests here. I'm going to let our guests introduce themselves. It's definitely going down right now.
Oh, I'm first? Yeah, what's up, people? How you doing, Kelly? You all right?
I'm all right, my dude.
All right, I got you, Kelly. I got you. Ladies and gentlemen, my name is Keith Patterson. I'm producer, songwriter, entrepreneur. This is my recording studio. Welcome. I'll let her introduce herself.
I'm Chandra Roberson. Everyone calls me Sean. I'm songwriter, and I guess I'm a songstress too. Huh?
Do you sing?
I guess I sang a little bit.
Okay.
I heard you. You got some hot things going on. Listen, let me start off. So, Keith.
Yes, sir.
How did you guys get started, man? How did you guys come together?
Well, man, we'll give you a little bit of history on myself. Well, I started this thing about 10, 15 years ago. I used to we started out in a band.
Okay.
And I was the lead singer in the band. So we performed over in Canada. We performed all here, Detroit, all downtown, everywhere. I done performed everywhere. Some places I know I ain't even had no business being. Okay. But I didn't perform there. Anyway, I've been doing this thing a long time, so I started producing and writing records real early with my cousins, and things just spiraled and spiraled and spiraled. I wind up going to New York, performing on the Apollo.
Man,
I won.
They have to send a Sandman.
Right, they didn't send the Sandman. That's all I wanted. I just didn't want to get booed. That was my own thing. But the icing on the cake was I won.
No doubt.
I wind up getting a little deal with Susan DePass Entertainment, and long story short, that didn't work out. But I just kept going and kept going, and this is what God blessed me with.
So tell me, who was some of your musical inspiration coming up in the game?
Well, definitely. I know you probably hear this a lot, but Stevie Wonder has to be like my number one musical influence. I had the opportunity to go to Tokyo, Japan and perform live.
Man.
Yeah, and I performed at this place in Tokyo called Pickford Live Hall. Well, while I was performing there, Stevie Wonder happened to be on tour at this time. So, after his performance was at his concert, his band would come to our show and watch us perform. So I got kind of cool with the musical director from the show. So I was kidding with the musical director one night. I'm like, man, you ought to bring Stevie in here, man. I love Stevie Wonder, man. That's my money. He's like, well, I'll see what I can do. Now, I'm not expecting Stevie to come. So the next night, I'm sitting there and I'm eating dinner like a normal night. In comes the band, like the normal they do.
Right.
But tonight, they're acting a little strange. You understand what I'm saying? So I'm like, what's going on? So as I'm eating, I'm happen to look and I see flashes. And I'm like, what's going on? And man, in walks Stevie Wonder, man. Do you know, I froze. I'm sitting there at the table eating, then he walked right past me.
Forks and everything stopped.
I had to stop. Man, Stevie Wonder came on stage with us and sung with us.
Man, what was that moment like, man?
Man, I can't even really explain that. I mean, I'm sitting there, I'm trying to sing with Stevie, but I'm looking in awe like, I can't do this.
Froze though.
I just can't do this. But one thing he said to me, he said, Keith, man, how do y'all sing in here? Because imagine now, our clubs here in Detroit, you know,
right.
we got some nice clubs.
Right.
But the clubs in Japan, it's like 500-600 people in this boy. You like a concert. And everybody in there smoking a cigarette. Oh, but it was a beautiful experience, man. Yeah, it was a beautiful story. Yeah, but Stevie Wonder, man, Michael Jackson, of course, you know, that's one of my all-time faves, man. But
yes,
yeah,
indeed.
man, and that's about it, man. I try to blend them two, and you take them two. You don't need nothing else,
no,
right
you don't.
there.
That's a bad combination.
And that's it. But I love a lot. You know, females. I got them. I love Gladys Knight. Love Gladys Knight.
No doubt.
That's like my favorite female singer of all time. Is Gladys.
Earn the Pips.
I'll take Gladys by herself.
I know. I
mean, her the Pips is good, but Gladys bad by herself too.
No doubt.
I love you, Gladys.
Now, let's introduce the world to the beautiful songstress that we have here in Detroit.
Chandra Roberson. Everyone calls me Sean. How you doing, everyone?
Look, I heard some of her music. It's hot, girl. Who was some of your musical influences? You know, growing up.
Honestly, I came up in the house with all genres of music going on. My mother and father, they just was music lovers.
Right.
So it would be John Coltrane.
Oh yeah.
You know what I mean?
Oh,
Jazz, Millie Jackson, Betty Wright, the OJs, anything that you can name.
Stairways they have.
Yeah. Michael Frank's, just all genres of music. But really, who influenced me the most was my grandparents.
Okay.
With music. They would tell old stories and beat on furniture to make the music effect. And they both could sing. My grandmother had a voice that I tell Key all the time used to make your hair stand up. As a child, it would make me cry, but I was mesmerized by it. And my granddaddy had this deep, deep voice. And they sound like they was peanut butter and jelly. They went together. And I do a little thing with Key about my grandmother and them. They do this little thing about Driver, Trebuchet, Yankee, and so boy, so. But as kids, we would sit around the table and just be mesmerized by some of the things that they would do. So music influenced me early in life.
Okay. So, Charlotte, give me a little bit about your style.
Well, it's kind of hard for me to talk about me, but I can say that it's melodic, it's soulful.
Okay.
It's really soulful, and it really comes from my soul. I write about real life experiences, you know, so that they mean something to me coming across. I'm not really a real high-pitched singer, I wouldn't say. What would you say, Keith? No.
Very melodic.
Yeah.
Okay.
Soulful, I try to reach, you can feel, it's a little hip-hop flair in there too. Okay. You know, a lot of people say that I remind them of Randy Crawford.
Okay, all right.
Yeah, so.
And I heard a little bit about that Randy Crawford too. Okay.
So yeah, that's about a little bit of blues sometimes, and some things that I sing. You can hear that blues feel in it.
No
like
doubt.
I said, all genres. I was inspired by all genres of music.
Right.
And I think you can probably hear that a little bit in my song.
So you got a little bit of jazz, R&B, a little bit of reggae, a little bit of some of everything.
I don't know if it's reggae. I wouldn't say I have the reggae feel, although I do.
Okay.
I like that music.
Most definitely.
But more so in R&B and rhythm and blues, you know. Yeah.
The Millie Jackson.
Real soulful. I think one of the first songs that I learned as a child was Betty Wright, Tonight is the Night. But Betty Wright was one of these songs that just captivated me. She, from the beginning, all the words she said, I didn't know what she was saying. Right. You know what I mean? I didn't understand the song. I liked it. So when my mother heard me sing it, Sean, She called my daddy. He said, don't let her sing that song. She said, that girl don't know what she's singing. And I didn't know what I was singing. So she would call me out at night, and she would have these parties, and we supposed to be upstairs sleeping.
Right.
And she'll call me down and come down here and sing this song. Go down there and sing, and all the family, girl, that girl can sing.
Right.
My brother be on the steps talking, but I can dance. She said, can't your ass upstairs.
That's what the parents do, okay? You like,
go on upstairs.
You're making me think about my childhood.
Right. So all the time she made me do this. So when funerals came, you know, I was in church. So when funerals came, she would make me sing at the funeral.
Right.
Birthdays, I have to sing happy birthday. Something. My family members, like Dwayne Parham, he was married to a cousin of mine. And so he would always blow his saxophone. I have to sing happy birthday. He come in.
Do his thing.
Right. So I was influenced like that. And Gladys Knight, you know, anybody you can name, I heard them probably in the house.
No doubt.
Yeah.
Now, tell me a little bit about this project. How did y'all come to this and doing this amazing song I heard?
Well, I'm going to tell you, every year for the past, I know at least 3 or 4 years, I've been saying to myself, man, I'm going to do a Christmas song. I'm going to do a Christmas song. I'm going to do a Christmas song. Well, I never did it. So this year, I said the same thing.
Okay.
And for some reason, it just happened to come out. It just happened to come out. And she was sitting down here. She fell in love with the song.
Okay.
First of all, I got to say, I had told Key I wasn't in no merry spirits.
Right.
Didn't I tell you that?
Okay.
I didn't want to sing no jolly ass song. Is what I said. I didn't have it in me.
Right.
I lost my mom. She was the last one to leave in my immediate family, so I just haven't felt like that.
No doubt.
Okay, so my cousin said, well, you know what? He said, whatever you feel. Right? Mm-hmm. He was down here messing with this music. I didn't know any words. It was the music that captivated me. I said, cuz, what you working on? He said, a Christmas song. I don't know, cuz, I don't want to be. He said, well, whatever you feel. And then when I heard his first few verses, the first few lines of his song, his verse, I cried. I said, oh, he feels just like me.
You know what? And I don't mean to stop you for a minute, but it's funny you said that, because yesterday I was listening to an interview on Shade 45 about M's new record that he just dropped, right? So they was asking him about, like, you know, how do he write to? And the funny thing he said, what you guys just said, he was like, it depends on how the music, the beat is. The beat tells me on what type of mood, how I feel, and what I'm going to write to. You know? And for you to sit back and say that, it's so true.
It's truly spiritual, because, like, for me as a producer, and I don't know if this happens to other producers, but for me, it's so spiritual that I will produce a song, and if I'll forget how to play it.
Right.
Because I'm just in that moment. You know what I mean? I'll have to come back and learn it over once I'm done with everything.
Right.
Sometimes I totally forget, like, and be sitting back, did I do that? Because I can't remember. But I have to come back and learn the song over again. Like it wasn't even mine.
So is that what happened with this amazing song?
Yes, it just happened.
Yeah.
It just, that's how you know it was meant to be.
Yeah.
It just happened. It just.
His first few lines, and I know what I wanted for Christmas.
Right.
When he told me the name of it was what's the name? All I Want for Christmas. Well, all I want is a hug from my loved ones.
Right.
Now, you can take that, my verse, any way you want, but it means you have to have lost something.
Right.
Or missed something.
In order to appreciate.
Maybe they're not there, the one you want, you know, maybe they're overseas, or maybe mine just so happened to be deceased.
Right.
And so that's what my verse means.
And in my verse, I'm just saying I have everything that I want.
Right.
I got everything that I really, really, really want.
Right.
All I want you to do is I want your love.
Right.
I want to touch you. I want to feel you. That's all I want.
So once the project was completed and you guys sat and heard it for the first time after it was done, were y'all blown away?
Yes.
Man, you know what? I was, you know, we hadn't even really even done. I had the track,
Right.
and we were down here just messing around with trying to come up with the words. And I said, Sean, you know what? Let me see what the people gonna say. So I recorded us messing around down here and posted it on Facebook to get a response. You know, if y'all want to hear this, how you think this sound? Blah 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 blah. Well, damn thing went viral. It had like 5,000 views in like 2-3 days. Like I'm like, whoa! And everybody was like, record that, record it. So we had to record it.
Right.
So recorded it, and it's a Christmas gift from us to the people. We're not selling it. We're giving it away for Christmas.
No.
So later on, I'm gonna give y'all the download links. You can go get it. Merry Christmas.
Now, before we introduce the song to the world, with you being the amazing producer that you are, is this just a family thing, or is it open to all artists that are looking
Yeah. You know, I work with everybody. I have worked with everybody. I've worked with Boldy James. I worked with amazing artist Herbie Rich. I've worked with countless numbers of bands, from Detour, New Anxiety. I worked with Rick Leader Band. I worked with so many people. I perform every other night somewhere in the city. Somewhere I'm performing somewhere. So you know, it's an honor to finally meet you, Mr.
It's definitely an honor to meet you and you. And, and I want to say on behalf of Reality313Radio.com, I thank you guys for even giving us your time and allowing us to come in here to your beautiful studio and get to know the artist and the producer and let people know, we got one of the best jewels right here in the city.
Yeah, we do, man. And yeah, I'm looking to work with all artists, any artist.
That's right.
Now, to the world, they want to find your music, and plug the world and let them know where they can find you guys at.
You can find your boy. They call me Introducing Keith Patterson. I'm also known as K-Pat on the track. Whenever you hear that tag, you know it's your boy. Listen, you can find me at Twitter. That's at Rags to Riches. That's RAGZ, the number 2, RICHZ. That's Rags to Riches at Twitter, right? Instagram, same thing. Just put an ENT on the end.
And Miss Chandra?
Well, my stuff is not out yet, so I'm working on my project. It's coming out.
But if they want to get in contact, they can go right
here, or Chandra Robinson 83 at gmail.com.
Okay. Right. Now, is there any more future projects that we got planned for 2018 for the new year?
Well, we got 2. As a matter of fact, we got the First Lady of Rags Riches coming out in the summer of 2018, which is called, what is it?
My Truths.
My Truths.
Right,
I love that title.
And
then Mines is dropping like in the first quarter between that, like February, which is allow me to reintroduce myself.
Now, you gotta make sure that Reality.
Come on, man! I got you. I got you, Kel. I got you.
So on that note, listen one more time. We're right here live in Elementary Soul recording studio right here in Detroit. Listen, check my people out. They got some of their hottest stuff out right now. Okay, and one more time, we here with.
Introducing Keith Patterson, baby.
And Chandra Robinson.
Right here on Reality313Radio.com. Thank you again, and we're about to go into let's get the public and let them hear this amazing song.
Ladies and gentlemen, introducing Keith Patterson and
Chandra Robinson.
All I Want for Christmas.
And happy holidays.
I don't want no Christmas tree. No, not this year, that's not for me. I just need your love. That is all I want. no carolers singing.
Your love is
All that I want.
that's the love I know was true. Yeah, I just need a hug from you.
Your love is all that I want.
That's the love I know was true. Yeah, I just need a hug from you.